Okay, now welcome to week 8, day 2. On this day we did grammar. So in grammar we basically talked about what is a noun and we talked about kinds of nouns. So what is basically a noun? So when we talked about the noun, you said that a noun can be name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. So noun can name a person, for example, boy. Noun can name a place, for example, house. Or noun can name an animal, for example, lion. A noun can name a thing, for example, flower. So noun is basically a name of a person, place, animal, or thing. There are basically two types of nouns which we have covered before. So one is basically a common noun. A common noun is a word that names any person, place, animal, or thing. For example, the words like girl, girl can be any girl. We're not talking about a particular girl. House, house can be any house. We're not talking about a red brick house or a particular name of a house. And flower are common nouns because we're not talking about a particular type of a flower like rose or tulip or sunflower. We're talking about any flower. Secondly, a proper noun. A proper noun names a particular person, place, animal, or thing. So for example, the words like Sarah. Sarah is the name of a proper girl. Islamabad. Islamabad is the name of a particular city. And German Shepherd. German Shepherd is basically a particular kind of a dog. So can you see that I have written all these names with capital letters? So the next thing is that a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. So when, for example, if you can't identify a proper noun in a sentence, so if there is a word written in the middle of a sentence which starts with a capital letter, that would most probably be a proper noun. So let's move on. So the two kinds of nouns, common nouns and proper nouns, we have studied before. So we did not go into much detail this time. But let's talk about another kind of a noun, which is a collective noun. Let's see what is a collective noun. A collective noun basically names a group of people, animals, or things. So when there are a group of things or people or animals, we use one word to name them. For example, if I say the word class, class is not all composed of one person. Class includes a teacher and a number of students, but we use one word to say the word class. In the same way, when we talk about team, team cannot be composed of one person. The team is a group of people working together or playing together. So that is again a collective noun. So these are the words we use for a group of things, people, animals, or things. Okay, so let's find the common noun, proper noun, and collective noun in the following sentences. A flock of birds flew over Ethiopia School. Let's first underline the proper noun with a red color. So what is a proper noun? Yes, it's Ethiopia School. Ethiopia School is a proper noun. Okay, let's try and find a common noun in the sentence. What is a common noun in this sentence? Can you find it? Yes, that's right. Birds is basically a common noun because we're not talking about a particular kind of a bird. For example, a crow or an eagle or any other particular bird, but we're talking about any kind of a bird. So it can be any common bird we're talking about. Finally, we come to the collective noun. Can you find the collective noun? Remember, a collective noun names a group of things. So which word do you think is representing a group of something? Yes, you're absolutely right. It is going to be a flock. A flock basically represents a group of birds. So when birds fly together in the form of a group, you call them a flock. So the word flock over here is a collective noun. As you can also see in the picture, the group of birds are flying together. So over here, these group of birds are basically called a flock. Okay, so let's move on. So in these following sentences, take a minute and try to identify the common nouns and proper nouns and or collective nouns. So what you can do is pause the video and take a second. Underline all the common nouns with a red color, or maybe you can write them down on a piece of paper and find common nouns. You can underline the proper nouns with blue color, and then you can underline the collective nouns with green color. So take a minute, try and underline and find all these nouns in the following sentences, and then come back and play the video one more time. Now, here we are back again. So, in the first sentence, Jessica wrote a report on elephants. Now, Jessica is the name of a person. It is a proper noun. Report can be any kind of a report. Report can be a name of a thing. So, it is a common noun. And in the same way, elephants don't have a particular name. So, it's not like Dumbo the elephant or Jake the elephant. It's just elephants. So, it's a common noun. Now, in the next sentence, we saw Mrs. Brown at the zoo. Now, Mrs. Brown in this sentence is basically a proper noun because we are referring to a particular person at the zoo. Now, zoo can also be a common noun because it is any place, and it can also be a collective noun because there are many animals living inside a zoo. Moving on to the third one. Ali visited the aquarium in England and saw a huge school of fish. Now over here, Ali is a proper noun, name of a person. Aquarium is a common noun because it can be any aquarium. There's no specific name of aquarium. England is a name of a city, and there is a name of a country, and saw a huge school of fish. Now over here, school is a collective noun and fish is a common noun because it can be any fish. But school and fish swim together in the form of a group. They're basically called a school of fish. Rather than fishes swimming together, they're called a school of fish was seen swimming. Now in the last sentence, Sarah saw a pack of wolves when she visited the jungle with her family. Now Sarah is the name of a person, so a proper noun. Pack. When wolves travel in form of a group, they are called a pack. So that's why pack is a collective noun. Wolves is a common noun. And then jungle is also a common noun because it's also a name of a place. And finally, family is a collective noun because family is not composed of one person. A family includes your mother, your father, you yourself, and maybe your siblings. So a family is again a collective noun. So that was it for today. I hope you understand the concept.